Hey, ever feel like life is just a bit too much sometimes? Like you're juggling your to-do list, your emotions, the needs of everyone around you, and somehow you're still supposed to find some time for joy, gratitude, or even just a full exhale? Yeah, me too. This message isn't here to lecture or fix or anything like that. It's here to sit with you, to gently say, you're not broken, you're not behind, you're whole, you're right on time, you're a human. And balance, it's not a static pose. It's more like a dance, a constant wobble, a recentering, a little fall, a little laugh, a deep breath, a get up and try again. Here's what most of us don't get told though, that our brain isn't built to make us happy. It's built to keep us alive. And that means it's always scanning for what might go wrong, what didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. It's not doing this to ruin your day. It's trying to protect you constantly, all day, every day. You might say, I just want to enjoy my afternoon. And your brain says, cool, but we're going to go through the list of things that we should be doing. Or how about we replay that awkward thing from last week, just in case you haven't criticized yourself enough for your humanness. It means well, it really does. But sometimes it's acting like this 2-year-old with a big megaphone. It's loud, it's dramatic, and very convinced the world is ending because the applesauce is in the wrong bowl. Balance isn't about silencing that 2-year-old. It's about learning how to hold their hand and say, I hear you. And also, we're okay right now. I mean, if that 2-year-old comes running up to you screaming, you're not going to say, get the hell away from me. You're going to say, come here, what's the matter? Let me listen to you. Let's see. You're okay. What's going on? Right? So you don't need to be fixed. You don't need another app or another color-coded planner or a perfectly optimized morning routine. What you do need, though, is space to breathe, moments of honesty, tiny invitations back to center. Because this world will hand you fear, overstimulation, and constant reasons to doubt yourself on repeat. So give yourself permission to feel overwhelmed and grounded, to be a masterpiece and a work in progress, to cry before breakfast and then laugh by lunch. So let's normalize imbalance. Let me say something radical. Imbalance is not failure. It's feedback. It's information. It is absolutely normal in your existence on this planet. It's your body saying, I'm carrying a lot. Can we pause? You don't need to fix it. Just listen. And striving for balance doesn't mean always having it together. It means knowing when you've tipped too far in one direction and gently swinging it back. It's like a seesaw. It's not meant to stay still. That would be no fun, just sitting on the ground. It's meant to move. So this is the healthy existence in life. You think about everything that's going wrong, how it didn't happen. You're just sitting your seesaw on the negative side on the ground. Deliberately, you can begin to balance that. So what if today, instead of chasing balance like it's a destination, you treated it like a feeling you can return to? Not all at once, not forever, but just for a moment. So right now, in this breath, can you notice one thing that feels okay? One thing that's beautiful or true or just plain silly. And let that be enough. Let that be the start. Let that be the thing that you're putting on the other side of the seesaw. Balance isn't built through perfection. There is no, seesaw is not like this. Seesaw is like this. Balance is built through presence. You're always doing better than you think. Your brain is not the boss of you. Well, you might be letting your brain be the boss of you, but we want to change that. And your heart is wiser than any noise and chaos that can be going on around you. Your heart here is spirit. Take your time. Feel your way. You've got this. Let me tell you the truth. Well, let me tell you a story. This is all the truth, but I wasn't always somebody who talked about balance. I wasn't journaling under full moons or lighting candles to find my peace. Woosah. For years, I lived on the edge of barely surviving. I've been through it. Suicide attempts, drug use, psychiatric hospitalizations, extreme loss. My mother passed away when I was 13. I became medicated into numbness, labeled, misunderstood, and completely disconnected from my spirit, from myself. I was always chasing stability, but I didn't know where to find it. My nervous system was in full-blown crisis mode most of the time, and I didn't have any real connection to who I was beyond the pain I was carrying. It wasn't a bolt of lightning that pulled me out of it, though. It started with something small. I had a therapist that introduced me to thought work, and literally just noticing what my brain was saying, becoming aware that my thoughts weren't facts, that maybe, just maybe, I didn't have to believe everything my brain was screaming at me. And that tiny crack in the wall let in a little light. And I started changing how I responded to myself and to the world around me. And even though nothing outside me changed right away, something inside me started to shift, and I could breathe again. And then came the moment that felt like remembering. I saw Jeffrey Allen talk about duality. And then another synchronistic thing happened. I saw a video called The Volunteers. And that video unlocked something ancient and familiar deep inside me. It clicked. Ah, yes, I'm an infinite ethereal being having a human experience. I chose to come here. And I remembered how connected I used to be, how as a child I knew I was divine and came here. But religion tried to squeeze that out of me. My mother, bless her soul, doing her best, told me, or I don't know if she told me, but there was definitely an air of connecting with spirit, listening to messages from source was somehow demonic or wrong, and that my connection was somehow dangerous. But she's passed now, and I like to believe that she knows differently. But for many years, I lived with that disconnect. A spiritual orphan, you might say, trying to make sense of a world that didn't reflect what my soul knew, what my soul remembered. Well, my human remembered what my soul knew. And when I started integrating again, fully living that duality of my human and my spirit, when I stopped trying to fix myself, chasing happiness, and started listening to spirit, everything changed. I still have hard days. I'm on earth. I'm a human. I still wobble. But now I know I'm not meant to get rid of my humanness. I'm meant to walk with it, beside it, in it, experience it. So that's what balance looks like for me today. It's always a work in progress. It's always evolving, as I'm always evolving, as you're always evolving. That's what humans do. We evolve. It's not about perfection. It's about partnership. It's letting my spirit lead without shaming my human. Without my human shaming my human. My spirit would never do that. It's finding beauty in the mess, finding value in the chaos, and remembering that every experience, even the uncomfortable ones, are sacred chances to feel and learn and grow. And you might not share my beliefs, and that's okay. You don't have to see the world in energy the way I do. But if you've ever felt out of balance, if you've ever wanted to feel a little more whole, connect with your wholeness, or feel a little more steady, then let's talk about how to start coming back to center. Let's talk about how do you do the balancing act and how to practice it in real life. All right, so here's the question I get all the time. Okay, Ami, but how do I actually do this balancing thing? Here's the short answer. You don't force balance. You practice returning to it. It's always there. And the way you do that, tiny little shifts, gentle awareness, and a willingness to notice when you're leaning too far to one side. So let's walk through some ways you can start building your own balancing practice without needing to burn sage, buy a planner, become a monk. Pretty easy steps. Number 1, name what's tilting the scale. Before you can shift anything, you have to be aware of it. You have to notice where you are. So ask, where is my attention stuck right now? Is it stuck in fear, pressure, people-pleasing, perfectionism? And just by naming it, you begin to soften its grip. Try saying, wow, I've been in control mode all day, or I'm really wrapped up in what they might think of me. And that honesty creates a form of balance. Just try it. Number 2, redirect like you would a toddler. Remember the early metaphor that your brain's like a toddler, and you don't punish a toddler for freaking out and running up to you? You hold them, and maybe you redirect them. Let's pay attention to this instead of your knee, Try this when your mind is spiraling. Instead of, don't think that. Stop freaking out. Stop being anxious. Say, hey, look over here. Look over here. Remember this moment of peace? Remember that joyful look your child had on its face. Remember that kind comment that person gave you. Remember that beautiful rainbow you saw. This breath, being able to breathe, a tiny bit of beauty, noticing it. So I don't in any way want to say that balance is denying the hard stuff. Balance isn't denying the hard. It's remembering the other side exists too. Because if we just denied the hard, that would be out of balance too, right? Pollyannish. Everything's looking at the world through rose-colored glasses. That would be out of balance too. It's honoring both sides. Number 3, use the 6-sentence practice. This one's simple but powerful, and it's scientifically backed with neurobiology. Every day, when you get up in the morning, it works best in the morning. Speak 3 things you're grateful for, 2 statements of encouragement, and 1 kind thing about yourself. It might feel silly at first, but do it anyway. You will be rewiring your emotional reflexes. Okay? Number 4, invite your spirit to weigh in. When your human is in full freak out mode, that's okay. That's what humans do. But your spirit, it's always calm. It's always knowing. It's infinite. It is unmarrable, unmesswithable, unbreakable. So pause and ask, Spirit, what do you see here that I don't? What's the deeper truth beneath this discomfort? What's the deeper truth beneath my reaction to life right now? And even if you don't hear an answer, just asking shifts your awareness out of autopilot and into presence. And ask whatever is your higher self, your higher power, your higher truth. I say Spirit, or sometimes I'll say God, or sometimes I'll say, hey, universe. So whatever fits for you. There's no right or wrong. Just check in, just ask. Number 5, we're on 5, yep. Number 5, create a return ritual. So since balance isn't a one-time thing, it's something you're going to return to again and again and again, create a ritual so it's easy to come back to. That might mean a sticky note that says, remember to breathe, or just breathe. A walk around the block, a 30-second body scan, a song that kind of feels like home. Pick something simple that tells your brain, hey, we're safe, we're here, we're coming back to balance. We don't need to stay stuck in everything that's awful and wrong and going to kill us. The sky is falling. There's some beautiful music. The trees are so pretty, blooming. The sky is blue today and the sun is out. Well, not today. No, it is. Hey, right? So pick something that tells your brain, we're safe, we're okay, we're here. The brain is constantly going to be saying, uh-oh, be careful, be careful, be careful, because its job is to protect us. That's what it does. But that will, if you let your brain run on autopilot, it's going to set your seesaw like this. You have to, well, you don't have to do anything. It's helpful to be deliberate about placing stuff on this side of the seesaw. So that's it. These aren't big, flashy strategies that are going to change your life overnight, but they're very powerful when you practice them with consistency. I learned CCIA from some courses I was taking, and it means consistent, committed, imperfect action. So work for the CCIA, consistent, committed, imperfect action. These are powerful when practiced with consistency. Balance is not a goal, it's just a rhythm. It's always there. You just have to return to it. You're going to sway, you're going to tip, you're going to forget. You're a human. That's fine, that's normal. But with every return to balance that you achieve, you're building trust with your nervous system, with yourself, with this beautifully messy life. So today, ask yourself, what's one small way I can tip the scale towards center? And then do that and smile. You're already practicing. You've got this. I hope this video brought you some things to think about. I hope you will take one of these things and practice it and begin to see the small crack for the light to come in, or start to feel the seesaw move even just a little bit, and that will propel you to practice more and more. If you want more tools for managing your mind or reconnecting with spirit, or how to fully enjoy being human, even when it's hard, subscribe and share with other people that might benefit from this. You can visit me at the Human Academy at amibrock.graphy.com. I'll put that link in the description of this video. And let's walk through this human, what am I trying to say? Let's walk this path of being human together, honoring the beauty of the entirety of it. This is the only place you can have a human experience. And all of it is valuable, not just the comfortable parts. The uncomfortable parts are just as valuable. So connect with spirit. Until next time, peace and light always.